So thank you so much again for joining us. And if you have missed out on the other book reading videos of Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo, you can always go back on my channel and find the chapters that you need to listen to. So chapter 14. Then I need my glasses. Chapter 14. Sometimes I told Gloria the story Miss Franny Block had just told me, or I imitated Otis tapping his pointy-toed boots and playing for all the animals, and that always made her laugh. And sometimes I made up a story, and Gloria Dump would listen to it all the way through from beginning to end. She told me she used to love to read stories, but she couldn't anymore because her eyes were so bad. And so you already know that she has a vision problem, sort of like what I have since I have to wear my glasses when I read. Can't you get some really strong glasses? I asked her. Child, she said, they don't make glasses strong enough for these eyes. One day, when the storytelling was done, I decided to tell Gloria that Otis was a criminal. I thought maybe I should tell an adult about it, and Gloria was the best adult I knew. Gloria, I said. Mm-hmm, she said back. You know Otis? I don't know him, but I know what you tell me about him. Well, he's a criminal. He's been in jail. Do you think I should be afraid of him? What for? I don't know. For doing bad things, I guess, for being in jail. Child, said Gloria, let me show you something. She got up out of her chair real slow and took hold of my arm. Let's the two of us walk all the way to the back of this yard. I wonder why she's taking her to the backyard. Okay, I said. We walked and Winn-Dixie followed right behind us. It was a huge yard, and I had never been all the way back in it. When we got to a big old tree, we stopped. Look at this tree, Gloria said. I looked up. There were bottles hanging from just about every branch. There were whiskey bottles and beer bottles and wine bottles all tied on with string, and some of them were clanking against each other and making a spooky kind of noise. Me and Winn-Dixie stood and stared at the tree, and the hair on the top of his head rose up a little bit, and he growled deep in his throat. So if you're visualizing this image or this scene, it's pretty much like the clanking of the bottles reminds me of like the wind chimes. When the wind blows, they clank against each other or bang against each other and they make that noise. So for the bottles to clank against each other, to Opal reminds her of a spooky noise. Gloria Dump pointed her cane at the tree. What do you think about this tree? I said, I don't know. Why are all those bottles on it? To keep the ghost away, Gloria said. What ghost? The ghost of all the things I done wrong. I looked at all the bottles on the tree. You did that many things wrong? I asked her. Mm-hmm, said Gloria. More than that. But you're the nicest person I know, I told her. Don't mean I haven't done bad things, she said. There's whiskey bottles on there, I told her, and beer bottles. Child, said Gloria Dump. I know that. I'm the one who put him there. I'm the one who drank what was in him. My mama drank, I whispered. I know it, Gloria Dump said. The preacher says that sometimes she couldn't stop drinking. Mm-hmm, said Gloria again. That's the way it is for some folks. We get started and we can't get stopped. Are you one of those people? Yes, ma'am, I am. But these days, I don't drink nothing stronger than coffee. Do the whiskey and beer and wine, did they make you do the bad things that are ghosts now? Some of them I would have done anyway, with alcohol or without it, before I learned. Learned what? Learned what is the most important thing. What's that? I asked her. It's different for everyone, she said. You find out on your own. But in the meantime, you got to remember you can't always judge people by the things they've done. Ooh, so that was a good lesson for Opal. She was just judging Otis that he was a criminal. He must have done something bad. The lesson that Gloria Dump taught Opal was that she just can't judge people by things that they have done. Those are their past mistakes. And those past mistakes actually make them who they are now. Gloria Dump is a very nice lady, and Otis is a very nice man, and they learn from their mistakes. And I wondered if I was a ghost to her, the same way she sometimes seemed like a ghost to me. This was a very good chapter. Chapter 14 was intense, lots of thinking, and a good lesson of life. Wisdom, teaching us wisdom not to judge people. So, the question for today, after listening to chapter 14, is Gloria Dump is actually sort of being a mom to Opal. She's teaching her lessons that maybe her mom would have taught her, or maybe her mom wouldn't have taught her. So, Gloria Dump is now like a representation of Opal's mom, or maybe a grandma that she doesn't have. So, one of the things that Gloria Dump taught Opal was not to be judgmental, not to judge people. So I want you to think about this as a journal reflection on yourself too. Have you ever judged someone, or has someone ever judged you? Think about it and go to your Google Classroom, write about it. And please remember to keep joining us on the book reading of Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. And as you can see, my dog Rampy loves these readings because this is his time to just relax and take a little snoozer, a little nap. Thank you so much for joining us. And please remember, if you want to keep buzzing about books, keep reading with Queen Bee. Bye.